svgcoop.com, and we are here to bring you our newest folded card. This time I decided to do a Halloween card. We're going to do one that's a little bit different than this one, but the function is going to be the same. So in this one I used a print and cut here, but the one we're going to be doing is going to be just a little bit different. And to be honest, the reason why is because I recorded making this one and then somehow I didn't actually hit record. So we're doing this again. But if you're interested in the pieces for this one specifically, maybe I'll include that. But we're going to do one that's just slightly bit different. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with our base page. And I'm using a double-sided cardstock, and let me just show you. Let's see. I'm using, this is Echo Parks paper. It's the Happy Halloween Kit collection. I didn't use any of the stickers or anything like that. Of course you can if you happen to get this set, but of course you can use any kind of paper. The other thing is, even though we're doing a Halloween card, you can certainly easily change this card to be for something else. Anyway, okay, so we're going to start with our base card, and this all cuts out with your machine, and even the score lines will cut, so you don't have to have a score tool or anything like that. You just cut it like you would cut anything else. So with our base piece, I'm just going to fold it in half on the score line and just give that a good little rub there. And just to start on the inside, I have these two pieces of pattern paper, so I'm just going to be using some score tape here. I'm just going to show you. This is Sook Wang score tape. I get this from Amazon. You can get it, about 5 rolls for, I don't know, not too much money. Anyway. So I'm going to just put some score tape on the top and bottom of my piece here, both sides. That. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a little rub and pull this paper off. And I'm just going to center it basically in here like this. And the same with the other side. And we'll get that just kind of even. Okay, now I'm going to, we'll do the cover really quickly. Let me just grab my pieces here. So what we're going to do is you're going to have your background piece, so I'm going to just put some score tape on that as well. And it just happens to be the matching side to the piece I used for my base page. So just get that off like this. And I'm just going to get that centered like that. Okay, then I have, I'm gonna give you this haunted house, and what I want to do actually is I want the bottom piece here to go above it. So I'm gonna put some score tape on the bottom here, like this, and a little bit up here. I'll peel that off, and then what I want to do is I just kind of want to gauge where it's going to fall here. Actually, maybe what we'll do is we'll put a little score tape along the bottom of this piece. Like that. We can get this down. And since it's only glued on the bottom, now we can tuck our haunted house inside here, just where we want it. Go back there. And then I have these two little scallop pieces, so I'm just going to put some score tape on those. Okay, then I have my little bat here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of score tape on him too. You could use glue if you want to. Just for this project, when we're doing the mechanism, I found that score tape actually works better than glue. I tried it the first time, and the glue actually kind of got the paper wet, so it tore. The mechanism tore, so it didn't really work too well for me. Let's see, maybe we'll go up a little bit like that. Okay, so I cut out my text in vinyl, and I'll just give you a little close up for that. So you can see they're actually the same size. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put the black one down first, and then we'll put the orange on top. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll grab my transfer tape here. And so I'm just going to take my black, and I'm just going to kind of come up here on the side like this, and then gently pull that off. Just pull that off. Okay, and then we'll do the same with the orange. And I'll put that right on top, but a little bit over to the side, you know, so we get the drop shadow idea going here. Okay, so that is the front of our card, and now we can work on the mechanism that's going to be on the inside. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a couple little decorative pieces, but you're going to have a piece that has a glue tab on the side here, so you're just going to fold that on the glue tab, and then there's a score line here and there's a score line here. So I'm just going to fold the first one down and the second one up. So you have your mountain and your valley. So if you see that, you can, you've got a mountain and a valley there. So what we're going to do then is you have a piece that looks like this, and we're just going to fold this on the two little score lines here. I'm going to flip that over and put a little bit of score tape here, just inside the little glue tab, and this just gives it a little extra strength to hold it. And I'm just going to take that off and fold these right over, just like that. And then there's a little score line on this tab, so this is going to be another glue tab that we're going to use. And then you have these little sort of tabs, and this is separated. So what we're going to do now is you're going to take this piece with the larger glue tab to your left, and what we're going to do is from underneath, we're going to stick the first tab through, and you don't necessarily have to bend the little circle part. You can probably get it through without doing it. And then we're going to just stick the other one through like this. Just get it in there, and if you have to fold it, you can fold it, but you don't really have to. You can just kind of pull it through. Okay, so now, and when we glue this in, this will pop out. So let's see. Alright, so what we want it to look like is this from the side. So you're going to have your glue tab, the wide plank, the short plank is going to face your wide plank, and then this one will be up top, and then we'll have a little glue tab here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these decorative pieces. I'm just going to put some score tape on here. This is going to help make our piece a little stronger. So I'll just get that on there like this. glue the first one on like that. And then what we want to do is we want to glue these little tabs down. So I'm just going to flatten this out a little bit, and you can see the other pattern on this side. So I'm just going to take a tiny piece of score tape. And I'm going to put it right by the tab. Oops, I pulled it off with my finger by accident. Okay, get that right there. I'm just going to fold the tab over and get that glued down. And then I can glue this other little decorative piece right on top, like this.
It's actually $20.
Okay, so I have I got my score tape on here. I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm going to just lay it right over this tab, like this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our card and we're going to put some score tape on this part of our glue tab here. Let me just, let's see, we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see this better, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some score tape on our glue tab here. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it on, I'm going to put it on this side. So we have the decoration here. So we're going to actually put the score tape on this side, and then we're going to flip it over. So I'm going to put my score tape here. I'm going to use 2 rows because I want to make sure that it's nice and strong, like this. I'm going to pull the tape off here, the first row, because it overlaps a little bit. You just want to make sure you don't cross over your score line, okay? Because you don't want it to stick like that. So we'll pull that off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just stick this right just about to the where the score line is in between our card. And just get that on there like that. And then we're going to make sure this is all tucked in so that we have our glue tab facing up here. We're going to do the same thing we did before. So we're just going to put some score tape here. Let me just make sure this is not blurry for you. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put some score tape along the top. Take that paper off. And then we're going to put another layer underneath here. Like that. And then we'll pull that tape off. Okay, so now we have our card sitting like this, and you want to have it tucked in. So you can see it's just going to tuck right in underneath. Make sure that's kind of straight. And then we're just going to fold our card over and give that a little rub right there where the score tape is. And now we have this kind of functioning card here. So what we want to do, now you can see how the mechanism is starting to work. What we want to do is we want to tape down this little tab as well. So I'm just going to take a little piece of tape again. I'm going to put it right by where that tab is. Pull this off. Just flatten that right down. Okay, like that. So now our card is just about ready here. Alright, so now we're going to work on the rectangle that's going to go inside. So I'm going to start with, I have my white layer. I'm just going to put this black layer on top. I'm just going to use 2 pieces of score tape here. Get that kind of centered on there. Okay, and then I'm going to put my green layer next. little wave layer here. That on there. Okay, and then we have this cute cat, and I cut the eyes out of vinyl, so I'm just going to grab my transfer tape, and I'm just going to give that a quick little rub. Pull these eyes off and get them on my cat. Okay, and then we'll put some, you could put some foam tape on here if you wanted. I'm just going to use score tape today. And put him on there like this. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get this into our card. So it's basically going to be resting on this platform here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put some score tape across this platform. I'm going to put 3 rows. You could just get your finger kind of under there to hold it while you're getting that stuck down. Okay. I'll pull this off. And what you want to do is make sure that when you stick this piece in here, that when the card is closed, you can't see it at all, so that it sticks all the way in. So you want to sort of close the card mostly, sort of have this placed along the edge like that, so it's not going to be sticking out farther than your card. And then you can, once you have it kind of straight, maybe I'll go down a little bit. You have it a little straight. You want to close your card and just give that a good press. Okay, so now when we open our card, we have a little action there. And then of course you can, you know, put something on here if you want to, you know, to fill out the card or whatever you like. But that is our cute little pop-up Halloween card. I hope you enjoy making it. I certainly had some fun designing it, and we'll be back with more videos. Thanks for watching.